All right, folks. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to use Google Maps in order to plan out your trip. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google and I type in Google Maps and select Google Maps. And it gives me a map of the United States. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit directions. And it asked me to choose, first off, how I'm getting there. So my group is driving, so I can do that. If for some reason your group picked to bicycle from place to place and kind of do a RAGBRAI type thing, there's the one to choose cycling. But most of you, including me, I'm probably going to do some driving. So you choose your starting place, which is for you, Cedar Rapids. We start from Cedar Rapids. And then you choose, all that you're going to do is just now type in all of the different places you're going to go. Let's say we're going to go to Adventureland. Then I add a destination. We're going to go to Backbone State Park. That's not, yes, that's right. And then let's say from there, I'm going to go to the Boone Railroad. And then from there, we'll say that I'm going to go to Clear Lake. I'm going to go to the Surf Ballroom. Go see where Buddy Holly last performed. And then let's say from there, I want to go to the bridges of Madison County, the Roseland Cover Bridge. And then, of course, let's say I get all 10 of my spots put in, and then I want to come back to Cedar Rapids because you got to come home eventually. All right. So looking at this is a mess, isn't it? I'm driving here, I'm driving there, I'm driving all over the different places. So what I can do next is I can maybe try and make this more of a circle sort of thing versus an all over the place kind of thing. So I think about how could I make this into a nice circle? So I could start in Cedar Rapids, then let's say I'm going to go to Backbone next. So if I drag that there, that actually makes it a little bit more efficient. Then it looks like I'm kind of going up here to the Surf Ballroom. So I can take and I can drag the Surf Ballroom over to there. Now I got this mess over here. What if I made it so that Adventureland was like one of the last things I do? It'd kind of be a good finale before I come home. Okay, so now I've gotten my whole route into more of a circle. So they give you your options down here, and then you click on details, and it will tell you how many total miles you're going to be going and how long it would take just to drive all of that. What I want you to pay attention to a little bit more, though, is I want you to pay attention to this time that they list right here. So on your paper, you're going to say where you are going first. So I'm going to go to Backbone State Park first. So in slot 1, I would write Backbone State Park. And how long is it going to take me to get from Cedar Rapids to there? Well, it says it's going to take me 1 hour, 6 minutes. So I type in 1 hour, 6 minutes. And then how many miles is that? Well, it says it's 55.2 miles. 55.2 miles. Okay, then where am I going to go after Backbone? Well, it looks like I am going to drive 2 hours and 18 minutes for 128 miles. 2 hours, 18 minutes to get 128 miles. Okay, and that's going to take me to the Surf Ballroom. Okay. And I just keep going and going and going until I get all of my locations and how far I would have to drive in order to get there. Then at the end, after I get all of my information entered, I go back and I'm going to put in how many total miles I drove. That's right up here. So I had 527 miles. So down here, I write 527 miles is the total number of miles I drove. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to print this, but you might be like, well, I don't have a printer. Well, this is what you do instead. You hit print, and then usually what I'm going to do for this particular trip is I'm just going to print the text. That means it's going to print the directions to do it. I could also have it do maps too, but it's going to be like individual maps that are like super intricate and stuff, and I don't want that. So I'm going to go print text only. And I can enter in notes here if I want to. I don't have to. So I'm going to go over here to where it says print. And it says save to Google Drive. So what happens whenever I save it to Google Drive, it will print and then show up in Drive for me. So I'm going to print, save to Google Drive, all, and print. And then whenever I go into my Google Drive, I'll have all of my directions and how far and all of that information if I need to go back to it. Okay. Hopefully this helps you figure out how to use Google Maps in order to plan out your trip.